Hey guys, welcome to my new lecture of ASP.NET MVC, and in this lecture we are going to work with Web API. Okay, so let us start. This is our introduction class of Web API. So we are going to talk about first a brief introduction about the Web API, and the next thing is that we are going to work with some practical implementation, that how to create Web API. Okay, so first of all, this is I'm going to show you about. Okay, so before starting the introduction and definition, I'm going to show you a picture. Okay, basically a web API is nothing but simply if you want to send the request through different applications like web application to mobile and mobile to Windows Phone, so we have to create a web API. Web API is a application programming interface, and the definition is simply is that is a framework for building an HTTP service, that means an hypertext transfer protocol that can be accessed from any client including browser and mobile devices, that you can access your request through web API. If you want to send the request from web application to mobile or mobile to web, so in between web and mobile there is an API that connect web or mobile or different application like Windows Phone, web application or mobile application. Okay, ASP.NET make it easy to build service that reach a broad range of client including browser and mobile devices. That's what I am talking about. If you want to connect through web or mobile, so there is a web API in the middle to connect web application and a mobile application. Within ASP.NET, you use the same framework and pattern to build both web pages and services side by side in the same project. Okay, so look out the picture here. We have web application, we have a mobile application, and we have a Windows Phone application in which we have an HTTP request. We have sent the HTTP request through web API on a mobile devices. We have a same request, and in Windows Phone we have a same request, and we retrieve and access the data. We have an following different format that we send the HTTP response data in JSON format or in an XML format. The same procedure is in here. We have the send HTTP request and HTTP response that data in JSON, XML and the other format. Okay, the same thing in there. Okay, so if we go for the practical implementation, last time we have did about in MVC from CRUD operation. So here we go. I'm going to add a new project solution. I'm going to add new project. Okay, I'm going to show you how can you create the API. You can create a new scratch project, or I'm going to add in my previous project that I'm going to show you how can you run two different projects at the same time. I'm checking this, and I'm going to make it the name. I'm going to select web API. Okay, and just click OK. Just wait for a few minutes or seconds. Okay, our project has been created, and if I look out here, so just check it out here. We have two projects at the same time. Look out. The first is web API and the second is sign up and login page. Okay, so if I run this project first, I am going to just use Control F5 to run the project, and if I run the project, it will run login and sign up project instead of web API. And I want to run web API project. So how can we run multiple projects or selected project in .NET? So I'm going to show you first. Okay, look out, I have my project, that is sign up and login project. So they run sign up and login project. So I want to run my web API project. So how can we run this? Just go click on solution, right click on solution and go to the setup startup project. Okay, look out, here we have my two projects, sign up login page and API. I want to click on API. Okay, and I want to click on apply, and I'm going to click on OK. And now just control F5 and run the project. Look out, our API project has been run successfully. If I click on it, so just check it out. This is our API project that we have created. This is a home page and API page in by default in ASP.NET. So just go to the project in web API. If we have a controller in which we have three controllers: account, home and values controller. If we click on a home controller, we have only one action method, and if I click on values controller, look out, we have a values controller, and in a values controller I want to go a get method. Okay, so check it out. I want to run that particular application, and so just click on, just put the controller name here first, and after that use get. Okay, the page has not found. Wait a minute. Okay, the basic error is I want to remove. There is an authorize. If I run this first, I have to remove this method. It means that there is an authorize. It means that there you can not access this. I am going to remove this, because authorize means the authorized person can use that particular controller or action method. So just after that, just I'm going to run the project again, and I want to access this project or this API. So if I run this project again, so first of all, check out, we have a two return new string in which we have our value 1 and a value 2. Okay, so I'm going to check it out, and API slash values. Okay, look out, we have a following API with an XML format. We have an XML format. The XML does not appear to have a style information. So okay, we have a two string in which we have a value 1 and value 2, and I'm going to just copy this. I'm going to add my name, and I just go here and I refresh this. Wait, and Control Shift B till the project, and Control F5 again. Okay, look out, my name has been added successfully in the third string. Okay, so if you want to add the more values here, if I remove this value and I just remove the comma, and I just Control Shift B, this is the project, and just run my project again. So what is the method and what is the following output? Just look out, just refresh this, Control F5, look out, value 1 and demand. So this is a basic and by default method in ASP.NET when we have to create the web API. Okay, we have a get method. If we get method, value means if I want to find the particular value through ID, and the post method did we use to add the data, and the delete method if you want to delete and you want to put or edit the desired particular value from a string. So this is how can you create an API in ASP.NET. So This is an introduction class. In the next lecture we are going to work with a practical implementation with the connectivity of SQL server, that how to connect the web API and how to retrieve the data through web API from SQL server. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.